How do you make dream horses? So far, I have made 5 dream horses without spending any in-game money on it. That means I don't slow down my gear progress while doing this. I'm gonna show you how you can do it too. Let's go. Alright, you guys, let's have a look at this horse material, shall we? I go into the marketplace, I go into mount, I go down here, cursor training. This is where all the materials for my horses is. The materials that you need for Pegasus is Stonetail Fodder and the Rainbow Gem. The Rainbow Gem is inconsistent. I would not do that. I do not touch this at all. If I get it by playing the game, fine, sure, I take it. Otherwise, no. Stonetail Fodder is consistent. You can make this from farming. I'm gonna show you how in a little bit. And that's it. For making a Dreamhorse, the deep blue hoof root is by far the best materials that you can get. These is made out of daily quest, which I'm gonna show you in a second, and it is by far the most consistent one to get. It's the one you can rely on. Pure forest breath is pretty good too. That is Dreamhorse as well. It is mainly from grinding in Camisylvia that these is gonna drop for you. I would not call these consistent. I would say they are alright to have as a filler, but I don't recommend focusing on these. I would rather just use deep blue hoof root. And the last one, the unicorn. Unicorn is way harder to get. If you want a unicorn, you're gonna use some materials that is way harder to get. The best one is breezy. Breezy you're getting from fishing. I do not recommend you to go out on the sea and stand fishing all day there. Don't do that. That's a waste of time. If you want them, sell the two others. Make the two easy ones, blue hoof root and Stonetail Fodder, and sell them and buy breezes. That's way better. What I recommend you to do if you really want a unicorn is use the two others to gain some fail stacks. And when you get to, I don't know, 12, 15, 20 fail stacks, 25 maybe even, start using a lot of breezes. But not before. I wouldn't do that. That's just a waste. The main resources that you're going to need for making tier 9s is Stonetail Fodder, Deep Blue Hoof Root, and Breezes. This is the 3 easiest ones by far. Alright, farming. What you have to think about when you do the farming for Stonetail Fodder that you use for Pegasus is that you are going to use magical seeds. Whenever you get to Artisan 1, you unlock the possibility of using magical seeds. That means that you only need 2 seeds on every farm you have. Whenever you unlock the master fences, your fences is gonna become smaller, but that's it. It doesn't change anything else. You will see my fences is master fences, so they are smaller. But the important part is to get Artisan 1 in farming, so you can use the magical seeds. This will reduce the amount of time it takes you to fix your farms by a ton. After you get the magical seeds, no longer will it take you 20 minutes to fix your farms. It takes me about 5 minutes maybe to fix my farms. That's about it. And the bad thing about magical seeds is you cannot sell them on the marketplace. So there is different kind of magical seeds in the game. Whatever you want to go with, you choose. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you do not harvest them, you plant breed them. They need to go to 100% and then you can harvest them, or you can plant breed them. If you harvest them, you get the materials. In this case right here, I am harvesting mushrooms. I will get mushrooms. I do not get the material that I need for tier 9s. With plant breeding, I will get a lot of materials for tier 9, and then I will get new seeds. I'm gonna replant the seeds, rinse, repeat, do it again. A common question that I get a lot is if you should take your farms when they are at 100%, 120, 150, or 200%, anything in between. It doesn't matter. Back in the days, you would get less materials when you harvested at 200%. That's not the case anymore. Now it doesn't matter. There's no difference. One thing I almost forgot to mention was the mole's food. Mole food is a new addition to the game where you can loot this mole food that will spawn an animal that you will have to kill. Whenever you kill this mole, it's gonna drop you some farming materials and some blackstones, so that's great. What you are gonna do with the materials that you have stacked up in your storage is you're gonna go into simple cooking. Simple cooking, you take 20 and 20. Doesn't matter which one you put together with which one. It doesn't matter at all. It's the same. So you're gonna put 20 and 20 together to make Stonetail for it. Alright, about the daily quest in Camasilvia. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a quick short guide here to where I go. I always start here at the stable keeper in Lemuria guard post. This is where I start every single time. There's a quest here where I have to talk to 2 different NPCs in the game down here. It changes every day. There's 2 different quests. One of them is up here. You have to talk to an NPC up here, and then you have to talk to an NPC in Old Wisdom Tree. That's one of them. The other one, you have to talk to a NPC down here and one over here. Those 2 changes every day. What I'm gonna do usually when I have the quest for up here, I am going up here. I go to this NPC, talk to her. I go over the mountain. I fly down to Mansion. That's what I'm doing every single day. When I have the quest where I have to talk to the NPC here, I start here and I go over to Mansion after it. When I have done the quest at Mansion, there's 2 quests at Mansion. When I'm done there, I go all the way over here. Over here in the Archer Western Camp, there's 3 quests for Runner's area. When I have taken those quests, I run down here to Tooth Fairy Cabin. There is an NPC right below, right about here, that gives you 3 more quests to Runner's. When I have taken those quests as well, I go out here and I kill 600 Runner's. This is the most tedious part about the daily routine that I have. They take some time to kill, but it's alright. When I have done that, I go back here, turn the quest in, go back up here, turn the quest in. When I have done that, I'm running up to Archer Guard Post up here. This NPC that is standing right here has 1 quest. And that 1 quest I take, and I take my horse, I fly down here to this guy that stands down here. He has 3 quests, and then I kill 600 faders. When I have done that, going back up to this guy, turn it in, back up to this guy, turn it in, and then I run all the way back here and I turn in this quest here, and I'm done for the day. That's my daily routine. Here I am going into my stable where I have already put in the materials for the attempt. I am just coming here to tap it, and well, we'll see what happens. I'm currently talking a bit with my Twitch chat, telling them that this is probably not gonna go well, but spoiler alert, I'm getting disappointed again. I didn't want a Dreamhorse here, so this was kind of disappointing. I am trying to make another Pegasus to do tier 10 attempts, but that's a whole other story.